catastrophe, when there's a tsunami in your life, when there's a tornado and a hurricane all wrapped up in, you say this too shall pass.
That's right.
Even if you don't feel like saying it, you fake it till you make it.
That's right.
Hey, what you say? Didn't Grandma say that? Grandma used to say that all the time. I know what she meant. I know what you mean now that I'll be 54 in a couple of months. This too shall pass. And we said in the 80s and the 90s, trouble don't last always. Trouble don't last always. And the only way you can say that is you maintain a spirit of love. Love is kind. Love is not easily provoked. Love does not seek its own way. Amen? Amen. David had the charity of love only because he had God. He was able to behave wisely. I don't know about you. I have two people in my life that were over me. One person in the ministry, one person in my secular job. They were over me and treated me badly. It hurt. It hurt. It hurt so bad. My flesh wanted to retaliate. My flesh wanted to get back, but I knew too much word. I knew Romans chapter 13. Submit to the higher authority. Because every authority that's been placed there has been placed by God. I knew 1 Timothy, do not rebuke an elder. I knew Ephesians chapter 4. Pray for all those in authority. Supplication. Make intercession for those in our leadership. I knew I couldn't cry ignorant. So I would get convicted when I even thought about revenge or getting back at them. And what happened was my heart began to love them more. Because I looked beyond their what? Their fault and saw their needs. When you have, point number 3, when you have the charity of love, you look beyond people's fault. You get past their fault and see their need. And their primary need is the need of God. And you can be that representative of God in their life at that moment. I told a guy the other day on my job, because there's a person, everybody has this. This person is mean to everybody. Just nasty. I said, I bet you. If I was a gambling man, I know I win. I bet you either that person has a physical condition or they're taking care of somebody that has a physical condition and they're stressed out. I said, I bet you. Once you get into that person's life, they got some type of ailment. Or they're taking care of a loved one with an ailment that's taking all their time. So now they're angry. The only place they can be mad at is people on the job. 9 times out of 10, I can attest to that. So when you have the charity of love, we see in the relationship of Jonathan and David. Let me continue on. I'm going to close with this. In chapter 19, Saul tried to kill David about 3 times. But because of the love that David had for God, which ultimately Saul was the beneficiary of that love, David wouldn't kill him. And 2 of those instances in chapter 19, Jonathan warned David. Saul's son warned David that his father was trying to kill him. Saul got wind of that. And he got angry with Jonathan, his own son. We know at that point that Saul was full of a what? Full of an evil spirit. When you don't have the charity of love, when you begin to walk in disobedience to God, you open your heart to evil. See, Saul wasn't always evil. Evil came in when he what? Disobeyed. Have you ever met a person that used to love the Lord, used to have a sweet spirit, and they did something to disobey God? Then it opened up the door to a lot more evil. If you watch them, slowly but surely, They started doing things they would have never done in the past. Words, different words started coming out of their mouth. They started justifying sin. You no longer saw what? The charity of love. Now you see evil. Let us be careful as we walk this walk as believers to not allow evil to come into our lives. And the only way to do that is to walk in obedience to God. So as I close out, Jonathan was in a very difficult situation. Do I obey my father or do I protect my friend? Many times in life we're going to be faced with choices. We're going to be faced with choices. You can never go wrong doing right. You can never go wrong doing right. There are times when you do right, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. You may have to tell a loved one that you love so dearly, no, I'm not doing that. Why? Because I have the charity of love. Stand with me in the presence of the Lord.